What's up, partners? Peace and love. How y'all feeling?
What's going on, my brothers?
Oh man, can you believe
Yeah. Goodness gracious, I feel like it's been a
Margaret, peace and love.
Wow.
How you feeling?
Wow.
Stunner
What's
in the
up,
house.
Marvin Nick? Welcome back. Number one stunner in the house.
Yes. Guys, it's good to be back. Be back on the air. After a little break there, but we're back at it. We got a lot to cover tonight. So,
what is up, y'all?
Absolutely. What's going on, my brothers?
Y'all been like my long lost brothers or something out here. I'm like, dang.
We outside.
Like what? Like I ain't seen y'all in a month of Sundays, literally.
Literally. A month of Sundays.
A month of Sundays. Oh my God. Well, we miss y'all too, Mark and Nick. We are back.
Getting black.
We're blacker than ever. Back and blacker than ever. Yeah, y'all, it's been a minute.
It's been too long.
I was wondering if we was ever gonna come back for a minute there. You know what I mean? But look, it is so good to see y'all smiling faces, and artists, let us know you out there too. Good to see Margaret Nick up in the building. As always, number one stunner.
Absolutely.
Loyal to the soil. And loyal to more, you know what I mean? Love her. Love her graciously. But yeah, it's a lot that happened since we last was on the air, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot.
Go crazy.
Huh?
The people have gone crazy.
Yeah, the world has gotten crazier since that's been on.
Crazy and crazier.
Shout out to brother Armand Wallace for holding down some broadcasts.
Right. Hey, Darlene.
He was off too. We was all off.
Hey, DC, how you doing, Darlene? Good to see ya.
Darlene Collins, what's up?
Yeah, but life throw that to you sometime. Q, I was just noticing, what was I noticing? That we was, man, we've been on the air for a long time, brother. Huh?
4 years in total that this show itself, or variation of the show was going.
This was our longest drought ever.
Yeah.
Let me show y'all something. Shout out Armand. I was just saying we've been off for a whole month. It's been a month since we broadcast, Armand. Thanks for joining me. And I was saying, thank God Legends of the Past has been broadcasting, because the home folk, we ain't had no local broadcast going on. It wasn't for the Legends, you know.
Peace and love, Dupree.
Oh, man.
In the house. How you doing?
DC in the building. Miss Dupree.
Mr. Dupree, good evening.
How you doing, Angie?
But yeah, Q, that's the longest break we've ever taken. And I want y'all to see something. Check y'all back to let y'all know how long we've been on so long that the show wasn't even called the Night Brother Show.
Nope.
And this was what it used to look like, y'all. Let me see if I can. This is what we used to look like when we first came on, y'all.
Wow, we're doing a throwback for real.
Yep. Y'all remember this? Who was watching the show when we had this as an introduction? Who was watching the show back then?
I thought you were going back further than that.
Remember that, Q?
Yeah, it was before this, but this is taking place with Alicia. Hey, Alicia.
Yeah, it was just you at first, Q, I think.
Yeah, he was sitting on the couch.
Solo act.
We're giving y'all a little history of the show, but it was just Q. And then I jumped into the show. I was like, what you doing, Q, with this fasting thing, brother? And then this was our very first beginnings of humble promotions when we was introducing the intermittent fasting regime to folks. And then Arden joined in. Arden said, hold on, y'all ain't gonna leave me out. Arden, you jumped in, remember that?
Yeah, I remember how it worked, but I'm gonna let you go with that.
And then Margaret Nick said she remembered this back in the day. No doubt, Margaret Nick. Look at us, Q, fat as we want to be.
I took that picture.
Hold on, let me go back to that picture. Hold on.
Yeah, because people don't believe me when I tell them now.
Hold on, Q. Let me see.
People don't believe it.
Yep, that was it. That was us. Let me move Kenny out the way. Kenny. That was me and Q. I'm gonna move Q out the way of his fat head. Look at Q and look at me.
What was you there, Q? You was like 350?
Yeah, close to the 400, bro. 4 bill.
I was pushing about 3 on here, Kenny, on this one. Big round head. We look like two offensive linemen out there, joint arm on. You know, ready. I was a right guard, ready to pull off the right to open up the hole for somebody for all to run through.
Pull off and opening up a donut hole.
Yeah, QQ, he was the center.
Yeah, I was center guard and tackle, bro.
Anyway, that's just taking y'all back if you don't believe that intermittent fasting.
Look,
works.
they was guarding their plate and tackling you if you got close. That's what they was.
Yeah, Wallace, I was playing right guard. Q was playing left tackle. You know what I mean? We was offensive. We was the Hogs, baby. Almost said we was
eating a lot of hog back then too.
I said we was more like sumo wrestlers.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, but look, we having fun tonight because we back and just want to keep it active.
See, now he went from big Lenny to medium Lenny.
Exactly.
He's a medium.
A medium. Yeah, no doubt. But look,
funny games. Hey, but Lenny, before we get started, my brothers, I want to give a shout out to all my friends and family down in Florida. My son Kenny and Kevin, their mother Autumn. Y'all just hold on. This is a big one. We've been through this before, but this one is a little different. Y'all know what to do. All my friends and family, my kids, y'all know what to do. Hold on, and we're praying for y'all.
Definitely.
This is one for
bless those.
A life-threatening storm, man.
Yeah.
So we want to keep those in the path of that storm in our prayers, man.
Yes, man.
And God will watch over them and keep them safe, man.
We had a bunch of 3s. We had a couple of 4s. But this one is on a whole nother level. This is something entirely different.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, I wanted folks to see that, you know, what a storm is. Like the storm,
swell.
It says it could have 15-foot surges. So you see by this picture right here, Kenny, 15 foot is the see how it's yellow, then it's blue, then it's a lighter blue, then it's the lightest blue. It's 2 numbers up. It's 15 feet. It's like to the roof of this house. That's what 15 feet of storm surge
And that's
is.
how a lot of the houses in Florida are like that. Like a range
Yeah.
style house. A lot of them are.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Darlene.
Yes, indeed.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Darlene.
Armand, for sending
Thank you, big boy.
Definitely needed. No social camp at this time, man.
And then look, this graph right here too. Categories of Hurricane Kenny is cat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is all the way over to the right. Over 155 miles per hour could go up to over 18 feet of
18
storm
feet.
surge. And then the bottom says catastrophic means massive damage to buildings, small structures blown over or away.
Yeah, I've had my shed in the backyard blown away, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when you start looking at 155 miles per hour and over 18 feet, 18 feet is the floor. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you say, oh, possibly 18 feet. No, 18 feet is the floor
yes.
of a Category 5. 155 mile per hour winds is the floor of a Category 5. So, you know,
The 18 feet is like 2 stories, right? Or 2 stories at least, right?
almost. Yeah, you figure 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
And
So
some
mad
houses-
shout outs to
some houses are just 10 or 8. So 18 feet in certain houses, if it's only an 8-foot ceiling, you're looking at 16, 17 feet. Yeah, 18 feet would be over 2 ceilings.
yeah. So anyway, much blessings to anybody in Florida. And Kiwi was just there. Kenny was just there as well.
Yes.
In direct intent. Well, we were in
Orlando.
Kissimmee, Orlando, and then we went over to where did we go over to? Port Canaveral.
Yeah, which is right outside of Orlando.
But all of this is in that path. And Q, remember we rented the van and we drove from one side of the state over to the other. That's the exact path for this hurricane. You see that?
It sure is.
Wow. Yeah.
Straight up I-4.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, shout out and prayers to everybody there. We're gonna keep the show moving, but just we would be remiss if we didn't say something.
Love, baby.
Yeah. say
Y'all
something.
hold on.
God bless you.
No doubt. So anyway, Arden, take it away, brother.
Hey, man, well, you know what to do. We appreciate your chats because without your chat is no show at all. And we thank you for your support. Thank all those that have supported us over all of the time and just showing up. We just love and appreciate you. Margaret, Nick, Queen Dupree, Legends of the Past, you know, Darlene, C in the building. We appreciate you guys, man, so much. And thank you very much. And, you know, everybody understands. Actually, I want to say thank you for 777 Production. Also, Mimi Lee, all the support. And Cash App donations is always love. We appreciate you. Appreciate your presence. If you want to hit us with a Cash App, it's $ KENNEDIZZLE1113. Definitely appreciate you. We're going to move forward. I think Q is in the building. And we're going to say, yo, so in chat.
All right, everybody. Once again, welcome back, everybody. On here. And, yeah, we got a couple of things to talk about. There's a lot been going on. We've already touched on the sport. But now we're going to talk about a few other things.
Yeah.
Week is going to be
Q, yeah, as you can see, I'm out of practice, but we didn't even get a chance to put in the graphics to the what's on tap. So let's go ahead and verbalize what you got lined up for them tonight.
Okay, well, tonight, first, we're going to talk about the Battle of the Beltway. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about on this Sunday at 1 p.m. in Baltimore, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Washington Commanders. And this takes on a lot of significance because not only is it a Beltway battle, but it's a battle of quarterbacks. The rookie sensation from the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels, will face the two-time NFL MVP, None other than Lamar Jackson in a battle of QB. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about the quarterback comparison and what it means for the NFL as a whole. And following that, we're going to do a segment on something that some people make fun of it and don't take it serious. But we're going to talk about snoring and the effects of snoring on your health and on relationships and in all aspects of your life. We'll take a deep dive into that. Back to you, Lanny.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Shout outs to Pierre. Shout out to Roger Parker, co-host of Legends of the Past. Yes, sir. How things have grown and spawned on into other things. So, Kenny, take it from you, brother. Just your commentary. Go ahead, brother.
My brothers. First of all, welcome back. It's good to see y'all. As always.
Brother.
Absolutely. Well, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Socially Speaking. Usually, we use this format for a more serious, aggressive approach, something like maybe politics or something that's going on. But we're going to take this segment tonight, and we're going to talk about the upcoming rivalry for bragging rights, the king of the TV. I'm talking about the Battle of the Beltway. Sunday's hometown rival game, the Washington Commanders visit the Baltimore Ravens. And I believe, y'all can chime in, but I believe our audience is almost split between the two. A lot of Ravens fans and a lot of Commanders fans. I see both of y'all on my news feed on Facebook. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at this quick video, get a quick refresher of this rivalry. Then we'll come back and have some questions for not only us, but for you, the audience. Back to you, Larry.
All right, cool. Let's check it out. Y'all get ready to talk y'all shiggity diggity.
The Commanders administered an absolute beatdown on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. And the question I keep getting from all over the place, social media, callers to the radio show, my mom is texting me, wait, are they really this good? And the answer is yes. You can take it to the bank. What this team is doing right now is unprecedented in a number of years in Washington. You see head coach Dan Quinn, owner Josh Harris. I mean, these guys deserve to be happy. They haven't had that good of a record through 5 games since 2008. They haven't scored 30 or more points in 3 consecutive games since 2005. And what they're showing is they can win different ways. If you think about the offense on Sunday against the Browns, they didn't come out of the gate red hot, but they still got it done scoring 34 points. This young man is a huge part of it. We're getting to a real part of the NFL calendar where Jaden Daniels is not just the offensive rookie of the year. He may prove to be a legitimate MVP candidate. Daniels has been terrific with his arm. Look at this throw. Look at the accuracy on this touchdown throw to De'Ami Brown. That's a 41-yard touchdown he threw Sunday against the Browns. That's now his longest touchdown pass in the NFL. How soon will he break that record? Maybe as soon as next Sunday. That's the type of track Daniels is on. Nobody seems able to stop him. And when he does get in trouble, he's able to use his legs. Daniels looks like the complete weapon Washington has needed for so long at the quarterback position. But let's not forget about this defense. Frankie Louvu is a player they spent real money on. They mostly signed 1-year veteran free agents as Band-Aids. Louvu got a 3-year deal, and he's been playing like it. On Sunday against the Browns, he had 2.5 sacks, a fumble recovery. He was all over the field. Bobby Wagner was teaming up with him. This defense is starting to come around. They've looked really good in 2 consecutive games, and frankly, you're going to need this defense to keep it up. Dorrance Armstrong, you see Louvu with the fumble recovery there. Dorrance Armstrong's another new player that's starting to come along. They're having fun, too. When you've got the defense doing celebrations in the opposing end zone, things are going well. They're going to need that energy, folks, because it's a big one coming Sunday. You've got the Commanders, 4-1, going up to face the Ravens, coming off this really impressive overtime win over the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson are playing about as well as any 2 players in the NFL. But this Ravens defense, this is not Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. They're giving up a lot of points. You see Joe Burrow go deep to Jamar Chase there. Washington's offense could keep them in this game. Now, can Washington slow down that Ravens rushing attack? That remains to be seen. But here's what we know about Sunday's matchup. Baltimore-Washington is the absolute talk of the NFL. It's the best game in the NFL all week. We're going to get you ready for it.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a game for you.
All right, baby.
That's what it's going to be.
Who out there with me? Y'all can see, look, y'all see me. You can see the colors. I'm rocking the burgundy and gold over here. See me with the burgundy? My name burgundy over there.
Oh, okay, on your name.
Arden is rocking the purple and black and of the Ravens.
It's just rough for a local fan, so
Q is rocking the burgundy. I mean, the burgundy. Yeah, he burgundy and gold at heart. But he over there rocking the Ravens color. And Kenny said, "Damn all y'all." He got the star up in there, so he just saw here talking shiggity. He could just talk shiggity diggity tonight. But who with me? Who's with me? Let me see. Let me go to the comments. Thank you, Joanne Jenkins. Joanne said, "I'm with you." Okay. Who else with me? And if you ain't with me, you can share with all of us. That's what I'm talking about, Cheryl. Welcome back. Who else with us? Let me see.
Cheryl, Eagles fan, actually.
Burgundy and gold. I knew I liked you, Dupree.
Oh, but
I
not
knew
you
I
too.
liked you, Dupree, for some reason. There was something about you. There was something about you. Who else out there?
Look what Big Bro said.
Vanessa said. Vanessa is with who? With me? You with me, Vanessa? Nessa is a Commander fan.
What's up, Vanessa?
Boo, y'all. Let's see who else out there.
Yeah, okay.
Tell Kenny to take the rest of the night.
Oh, snap.
Hey, Big Bro, we're going to talk about that later, but okay.
Oh,
all right.
Man. But he's a neutral partner, so I really want Kenny is really good for tonight's segment because he's neutral. We need Angie on here tonight. That would be some shit for kids. That'd be some stuff.
Please, no. I can't do any more of her.
Let's see who else out here, Q. Let me see who else out here. Lisa Slade, she just said good evening. Good evening, Lisa Slade.
What's up, Lisa?
Armand, I know you got my back. Armand was met Santana Moss last Sunday at the game. Yeah, you should get him on your show, Armand. That would be great. Margaret Nick says she with Kenny.
Absolutely.
Who y'all play this week anyway, Kenny?
Detroit.
Okay. Oh, snap.
Yeah. We okay.
Oh, snap.
Pittsburgh, baby, we good.
Anyway, let's get the question started. Audience, y'all ready? Y'all ready for? Look, the reason why we brought this up because we ain't been excited for to play the Commanders in years. It was just a show. It was just a show enough beatdown when we was gonna play the Ravens. I was like, even preseason.
You know why that was though.
But the Ravens up 4-3.
That was because you were called the Washington Deadskins. I told you, man. What I've been telling you, man. As soon as you change your name, I'll support you. And guess what? As soon as you change your name, you can win a title.
Wow.
You heard me say that how many years? For how many years?
They lost the football team last year and they ain't do jack, so that ain't exactly true.
They did better. They did better. I supported them
last year.
Armand
is the quarterback.
Armand is flexing all muscles with this comment.
Yeah.
We may score 60 on their weak defense.
They just might.
Armand, give me a call. I got some money for you.
Anyway, let's start the questions. Audience, look, chime in. If you got a question, throw it up on the screen. If you got a comment, throw it up on the screen. First question goes out to Ravens fan number one, the Quavian Knight, Mr. Fastmaster himself. Q, go ahead. You see the comment, read it, and talk about it.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what makes the QB comparison between Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels so interesting. Well, Jaden Daniels is the young and upcoming. He's the rookie. And he's had a sensational start to his career. He's a extremely talented quarterback. And he should have gone first in the draft, but he didn't. And those who didn't take him first, they're probably regretting it now. But anyway, he's had a great start to his career and season, but I want to temper it by saying that. Remember, guys, it's only 5 games. 5 games. And in the NFL, these guys are great at scouting, finding your weaknesses, and exploiting your weaknesses. And as soon as they get enough game film on him, I'm sure they're going to adjust. Teams are going to adjust to him. And we'll see how he does from there. But I think he's a great talent. He and Lamar have a lot of similarities. Both of them have the ability to run, throw. Both of them are extremely fast. I think Lamar is faster. I think Jaden Daniels might be a little more accurate throwing the ball, but both of them are great. Lamar is a 2-time MVP. It's going to be an interesting battle. One thing I do like about it, and I'm going to make this point, with these two both of these quarterbacks have changed the way the NFL views quarterbacks now.
Talk about it, Q. Talk about it now.
There's a time when the black quarterback was something that was almost outlawed, you could say.
It wasn't almost outlawed. It was outlawed.
But now, with the ability shown by these kind of quarterbacks, the NFL has changed the way the quarterback position is even looked at and scouted. And this is the wave of the future. You have to be able to run now. You can't just throw it. You got to be able to move. You have to be able to move. And these quarterbacks are leading the way in that. And I'm just so happy to see that. And I want success for both of them. I really, truly do. Now, I want my team to win, but I want both quarterbacks to be successful if at all possible.
Absolutely. Amen, brother.
Shout outs to your comments, brother.
Amen.
Almost said facts that on the black quarterback thing, that way that the black quarterback is viewed now.
Oh yeah,
the draft,
altogether different.
The drafts will not be the same.
Hell no.
I'm coming to you on the next question. Artist, what do you think about that first question? If you got a comment, let us know. But look, as far as I want you to talk about the impact of this rivalry, because for the area, for the Baltimore, Washington, Maryland, DMV, whatever you want to call it, talk about this game as it sets up a rivalry for the future, because it's two young guys that could do this year after year.
I think it's a huge for the area. I mean, I'm just happy for the DMV for sure, because you have two very celebrated franchises, very loyal base. In Baltimore, extremely loyal base in DC and surrounding areas. And that can be mixed and matched. You got Baltimore fans in DC fans in Baltimore. But the thing is that right now it's equally yoked now. You know what I'm saying? So many times it's been uneven. Baltimore has been winning the last, decade or so. And Washington has been struggling. As I said before, I got to tell people, because people act like they don't remember. I told them if they changed their name, some things would happen better. And guess what? You can't get no better than this so far. You know what I'm saying? For real, the boy is heating their ass up. I'm telling you. He's doing what hasn't been done since, guess who? Since the brother in Baltimore came into the league and did that. You know what I mean? You got two brothers in the DMV lighting it up. Changing the game, elevating the sport. So you know what? It's all love, man. And I'm gonna tell you, so many people, so many parties, so many things gonna be popping this Sunday in the DMV. Y'all might, I might just have to go on tour. House to house, man. We go house hop for the game. What's popping? Who's having something at the spot? We got to come through.
Man, Dupree bringing it strong with a comment, man. With Dupree backing it up with stats. Respond to that, Q. Okay.
She's a serious football fan, and she's got a point there. She said Jackson is averaging 72 yards rushing a game, and Daniels is averaging 60. So both of them are showing their running ability, and Daniels also had 4 TDs. But it's ability to being able to run in pass, which makes both of them so outstanding, and which is the thing that's really changing the game. And I love it. I love it. The game is
talking about taking a loss, somebody that's about to get sacked, a -5, -6 to a +10, +15. You know
yes,
what
sir.
I'm saying? +5, man, just making something out of nothing.
Yes, sir.
I mean, salute to Mike Vick, you know what I mean? And shoot, even, how about back in the day for Moon? Salute to him for even allow, that greatness to, we standing on shoulders. That's all.
No doubt.
That's right.
Kenny, coming your way, even though you're a Cowboy fan, we got your Cowboy colors up there. But what does from an analyst standpoint, because you know football, your brother, you know football very well. That's what shocks me, that you're a Cowboy fan. But anyway, I digress. What does each team have to do to win this game? And like what type of adjustments? Let's just talk strategy that the defenses have to make because these, are high scoring, explosive type offenses. So talk strategy for a second for me.
First and foremost, for this game, I will be a Ravens fan because the Commanders are in our division. They're leading our division. So a loss for the Commanders is a win for the Cowboys. Let me just put that out there before we go any further.
That's not unbiased.
Before I can start, just like Arden said, it's great for the DMV. Two brothers, quarterbacks doing a great thing. It's great for the DMV. Great time for the area. But the Commanders are 23rd in run defense, right?
Uh-huh.
Guess who's number 1 in rushing offense?
I know. That's what's concerning.
Baltimore.
Between Lamar and Derrick Henry has woke up. The Ravens are like a 7-point. I think a 7-point favorite here.
6.5, but yeah, that's close enough.
6.5, okay. And also the Ravens, the Commanders secondary is okay, and the Ravens have a great passing attack as well. Their run is their bread and butter, but they have a great passing attack as well. So I'm going for the Ravens. It's going to be a tough game for the Commanders, and not just because I'm rooting against them. It's just going to be a tough game because I don't think they match up very well with the Ravens and Lamar or Derrick Henry. How do they stop either one? I don't see that happen.
All right, so look, we've had opinions from everybody around the table, some questions around the table. Now it's decide game of the season so far. Wallace says, "Can you mute his mic, please, bro? Mute his mic."
So let that brother speak.
Anyway, we got game of the year so far in the NFL just because of pure excitement. Somebody said last week that the Ravens and Commanders should be more in a prime time spot on, when they broadcast these games because it's almost like must-see TV with the excitement of these two brothers, young gifted black brothers.
Well, Lenny, they wanted that. NBC wanted that to be the Sunday night late game, but CBS said, "Oh no, we're not gonna let you take our game. We're gonna keep our game because we want those ratings." But they wanted that to be moved to Sunday night for a prime time.
Oh, really?
Game.
Okay, so it's a
who's gonna give those views up?
Yeah, they blocked.
We got the two hot teams.
They blocked that. Wow. Okay.
It's a different network. Yeah, that's a different situation.
I can see that. It is the NFL's, one of the most lucrative businesses in the world, the National Football League. So anyway, look, time that's who's going to win. Let's just cut to the chase. Audience, put your prediction in the chat. You can predict a score if you want, or you could just say, the Commander's going to win. And we can just call it like that. You know what I mean? So that's my prediction. Now let me give you my honest prediction. My honest prediction is this. As much as I really want Washington to win this game, because I think it would be a coming of age, I'm not going to say it's going to be a passing of the torch because you're jumping too far ahead because Lamar's been a 2-time MVP and Jaden played 5 games. So, I can't say it's a passing of the torch, but I can say it would be, a welcome to the club type moment if Jaden can put up a great game and the Commanders somehow win this game in Baltimore. That would really send shockwaves, I think, through the National Football League. But I see it as a close game, and I think that we'll lose this game, even though I want us to win. I'm just a realistic football fan. And I say that because of the same, and I told my brother this morning, I'm afraid as hell of Derrick Henry in this running attack that you have. And our defense they're growing up, but they're not quite there yet. Maybe if we played this game toward the last couple games of the season, then we might be really ready to play the Ravens. But I think we'll lose by anywhere from 3 to 7 points, but I think we're going to put up a strong showing, and I'm going to be proud of my boys no matter what. Keep it what you said.
Your analysis is a good one, and it's a realistic one. And I'm going to look at it a little differently. I see that Washington's strength is one of Baltimore's weaknesses. That's pass defense. Baltimore has a hard time defending the pass. And I think this Washington offense can do some damage against my Ravens. I look forward to being a very competitive, high-scoring game. It may be one of those games where whoever has the ball last wins. So I'm looking at something like 35-31, something like that. And it can really go either way, but I'm going to stick with my boys. I'm going to pick the Ravens, 35-31. I don't think they'll cover the point split.
Armand said that's definitely bullshit on your opinion. Probably on mine, too. But Wallace, I'm with you. I mean, I want us to win, man. I just don't know if we can pull this off. You know what I mean? I hope to be shocked. Mr. Arden Smith, who's also a closet Pittsburgh Steelers fan. What say you, brother?
I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I'm a Baltimore fan, and like I said, I support the Commanders. You know, even though they got a backup singer called Commodores on the bench, but bottom line is I'm for them all. So with this game, I really feel like it's going to be closer than a lot of people think, and I think the defense is going to step up a little bit more than people think also, because they've been getting beat on these last few weeks. Some adjustments will be made. Surprisingly, I feel like whoever takes the ball away, you know, because it's really difficult to stop both of these offenses going down the field. Let's be real. Washington has went down the field and almost scored. Shit. Most of the time they've had the ball. They punted how many times this season? This season, not this game. This season they punted less than, I don't know. They probably have the highest ratio of the lowest punts. I mean, shoot, I thought the punt guy was going to just stay home. You know what I mean? I'm going to watch it on the game. I'm going to watch the joint on TV. But I think that they could, you know, really surprise us. You know what I mean? Because, you know, definitely I would probably be leaning towards Baltimore winning. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did win this game by 3 or something like that.
Wow. Just the fact that we can't definitively say who's going to win the game says a lot about the progress of the Commanders at this point. Now, if we was playing Dallas this week instead, undoubtedly we would win that game.
Well, nobody asked my predictions for the game.
That's what we're saying. So with that segue, I'm going to come to you, Kenny. And what does the Dallas fans say in this scenario?
I predict the Ravens will win this by 12.
Wow.
Here's why. That run game is going to set up the passing game.
Yeah.
All we need is 1 or 2 or maybe 3 big plays. The run game is going to set up the passing game. The run game is going to be so dominant. The Commanders are going to switch up. That's going to open up the passing game. Ravens by 12, and we gain ground in the NFC East.
Damn.
Just like that.
I'm muting this mic after that. He ain't saying nothing else the rest of the show. Audience, what say y'all? Wallace, I know you with me, brother. Vanessa, you with me. But y'all can drop your chats your predictions in the chat, in the comments. All right. So look, y'all, we're gonna keep it moving. We got another part of the show. Q, we're gonna talk about what? We're gonna talk about what, Q?
Welcome back to the Knight Brothers channel. Hey there, sleep enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a topic that might hit close to home for many of you. Snoring. That seemingly harmless noise that echoes through the night can actually be a silent disruptor, affecting not just your sleep, but your relationships and overall health. So, let's unpack the causes of snoring, its impact on your body, and most importantly, how you can reduce or even eliminate it. What causes that snoring sound?
Wow.
Snoring happens when air flow through your mouth and nose is partially blocked during sleep. This blockage makes tissues vibrate, creating the snoring sound. Factors include mouth and sinus anatomy, sleep position, or nasal congestion. Occasional snoring is common but habitual snoring may indicate a serious health issue. Let's talk about how snoring affects your sleep and well-being. Snoring leads to fragmented sleep, causing multiple awakenings. This reduces sleep quality, leaving you tired and groggy. Poor sleep can affect your health. It increases heart disease risk and contributes to weight gain. It can strain relationships, especially if your partner loses sleep. They may ask you to sleep in another bedroom. What puts you at risk of snoring? Several factors increase the likelihood of snoring. These include obesity, which leads to excess neck tissue, alcohol consumption, which relaxes throat muscles, and sleeping on your back, causing your tongue to block your airway. Age and gender also play a role. Snoring tends to worsen with age, and men are more likely to snore than women. How can you stop snoring and get a good night's rest? Here are some effective strategies. First, try changing your sleep position. Sleeping on your side can help keep your airway open. Use a body pillow for support. Consider lifestyle changes like losing weight and avoiding alcohol. Establish a regular sleep routine. These adjustments can make a big difference. For nasal congestion, use a humidifier or nasal strips. If snoring is severe, definitely consult a healthcare professional. They might recommend a CPAP machine. It keeps your airway open during sleep. Remember, snoring might just seem like a minor nuisance, but its effects on your sleep, relationships, and health are anything but minor. By understanding the causes and taking steps to reduce it, you can improve not just your rest, but your overall quality of life. So, here's to better sleep, relationships, and a healthier you. Take action today and breathe easy tonight. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Night Brothers channel.
Oh, great job.
Absolutely.
All right. Cheryl said we might have had a violation on the stream or something or another. But anyway, we'll check that out after the show is over. Thanks for letting us know, though, Cheryl.
Definitely.
Look, talking about snoring, Q, I want to start off with you. Talking about snoring, I want to, just go into, the causes and why.
Well, snoring, it's caused by, as the video talked about, the real physical part of snoring, and it occurs when the airflow is blocked through the nose and the mouth. When it's blocked by tissue, and that vibrating sound is what actually causes the snoring, the vibrating of that tissue. But it's affected by so many things. It's affected by, lifestyle, underlying conditions that you might have, and even by what we consume, as far as food and drink and beverages and things of that nature, and by our overall physical condition. So there are a lot of things that play into it. But the real cause or the sound from the snoring comes from that blockage of that airway. And we're going to talk about some other things about snoring, about how it can be prevented and things of that nature. We'll do that as we move further in this. But I just want you to know exactly what snoring is. And in part two, how does the snoring affect the quality of sleep of both the snorer and the bed partner? Well, it does this. It disrupts your sleep and your pattern, meaning you get less rest. And when you have interrupted sleep like that, it can affect you in so many different ways. It can affect your next day. It can affect your morning. It can affect all facets of your life, actually. When you don't get proper rest, it has an overall effect on your body and on your health. So there are a lot of things that go into that. Weight gain and such and so on, heart disease. All those things can be effects of snoring. But we're going to move on because there's some other things that have to be covered under this topic.
Yeah, all right, throw both your questions up and you can tackle them one at a time. But number one, brother.
Can chronic snoring lead to more serious health concerns over time? Without question. the biggest part of it is that you don't get the opportunity to get to REM sleep. And what they call REM sleep is rapid eye movement. It's the dream state. It's actually the state where you heal. We always talk about it, intermittent fasting. As important as those windows, it's also important to get rest because the brain activity is really important. And getting to that REM sleep is crucial for cognitive functions such as memory, retention, learning, and realistically, also your mood. If you ever felt like you didn't get sleep, usually that morning you're a little bit easier to be irritated. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to get that sleep. And when you snore, you wake yourself up, or even your partner wakes you up. And more importantly, if one other thing, matter of fact, if you stop breathing, because that's what really happens when you're snoring. Let's be real. We call it snoring, but it's actually stop or reduction in airflow in your breath. Why is that important? Because people do sleep studies and they find out that you holding your breath for this amount of time, you're waking yourself up, you're disturbing that sleep that I'm talking about, so you're not really getting rest. And so that turns into real physical situations. I mean, heart disease, chronic diabetes, hypertension. It slows down your recovery. It weakens your immune system. It also increases inflammation. The lack of sleep increases inflammation. Your cognitive situation and emotional situation becomes weaker. So it really affects, like my brother said, it affects you in so many ways that it's imperative to do something for it. Now, dealing with things as far as healing that, very important. Intermittent fasting can help you in reference to that.
Right.
I have a witness. My brother, I used to call him Big L. You know what I mean? Big Liddy in the building. Now my man is medium, yo. You know what I mean? Like medium L, baby. What happened was we learned this a few shows back. I don't know, a couple of years ago. Do you remember when we learned about what also gains weight? Can anybody type in one thing that you don't think gains weight on your body that gains weight when you gain weight? And that's your tongue. Your tongue gains weight and it gets thicker. So that in turn constricts the airway and
Even
you
more
snore
so. Right.
more. So losing 10, 15 pounds can sometimes help reduce the rate of snoring. But more importantly, getting healthy, and then laying on your side. There's also things to help your chin and like to help you not put your neck certain ways while you're sleeping. So there's a few things to help you if you snore and if you deal with snoring, or your significant other might just be beating you up all night again, and then you won't get to your REM sleep. So we want you to get there, and we're gonna do some things in reference to this holiday coming up, so we don't we don't gain weight this holiday season like usually. But for the last 4 years, the people that's been rocking with us have kept all that holiday weight off during our situations coming up. So we're gonna help you reduce that sleep with reducing that weight, and it also helps a few other things too. So we'll talk about that.
No doubt. Kenny, you got 3 of them, brother. Tackle them one at a time, brother. I'm going to take the last two off the screen so you can concentrate on the first one. About the non-evasive remedies that can help reduce snoring. Can you talk about that, brother?
Want me to take that one?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. It's on you.
It's a lot of invasive remedies. We could also call them home remedies that can effectively reduce snoring. The first one, like was talked about in the video, and I think Art touched on it too, is your sleeping position. And primarily for a lot of us, including myself, back when I was heavier than I am now, sleeping on my back was a very, very bad position. I was very prone to snoring and even choking.
Yeah.
Choking through the night where I woke myself up.
Wow.
So that's something you might want to watch. The second thing is nasal strips. I tried nasal strips, but nasal strips would be more for the light snore that has the occasional snoring. If you have a bigger issue where it's waking you up and waking your significant other up, then nasal strips probably won't be for you. That's like the lowest realm of preventive treatment for snoring. Then they have something a little more pertinent against the mouth guards. But try sleeping with something in your mouth all night long. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if anybody. I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
That ain't come out right, but you
That
know.
ain't come out
I know.
I'm gonna let that one go. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, I after it up. I'm gonna roll with that.
Put it on your mouth. Put it. No, let me behave. Go ahead.
Like I said in the video, avoid alcohol. And I used to be back in my day. I used to be a perpetrator of that. I'm gonna have me a drink or two to fall asleep, and that's actually keeping you awake. One, because it relaxes your throat muscles more, which causes more snoring. Two, it turns to sugar at a certain time of night. That's what a lot of times that's what wakes you up. You get a sugar rush, like you have a sugar rush eating candy. You have that sugar rush from consuming alcohol a lot before you go to bed. That's something you should pay attention to.
Wow.
You can also, like I said, use a humidifier. Arrange the head of your bed. If you're a smoker, quit smoking. That's another a key issue. And also there are herbal remedies like peppermint and spearmint. They help open your passageways, helping you breathe better through the night.
That's a great point, Kenny. That's a really great point, Kenny.
Yeah.
To take before bed. Great
Before
point.
bed. Very nice tip, brother.
Yeah,
that's about as natural as you can get.
Yeah.
But and then just like my brother said, weight, losing weight, having excessive weight. You're like you said, your tongue and all this back here has fatty tissue. Losing weight will also help you stop snoring and a lot of other problems. Stop the inflammation. So those are a lot of pertinent points in sleeping.
Hey, look, I want to take number 2 because I actually had one of these things.
Yes.
It's called a CPAP machine. Now, I used to use one of these when I slept, and because my sleeping was so bad that I needed a CPAP machine just to
sleep.
To stop. Well, what happened is I didn't. I would stop breathing a lot, and my wife was telling me, you're not breathing at night. Like you snore so loud, and then all of a sudden I don't hear nothing over there.
Yep.
And
right.
she was like, okay, he was snoring for a minute ago. Now he ain't, because I obviously was woke her ass up, and then she wouldn't hear nothing she wouldn't hear nothing. I mean, it's funny, but it's serious. She wouldn't hear something for like 30 or 40 seconds after she was woke. And then all of a sudden, after hearing nothing, I would like come to with this big gas
Cleared the airway
of air. And it was like, for that time, I wasn't snoring, I wasn't breathing.
Yes.
Now, just think of that for a second. 30, 40 seconds, I'm not breathing, and I'm in a relaxed state, so you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? You subconscious mind, you gone. You're unconscious. So that could actually be, like Arden said, causing major things within your body, as far as your brain activity, as far as your brain waves, as far as potential strokes, as far as damaging of the brain, also damaging of the heart muscles. And that's what I found out, because I started to have heart problems or palpitations and things of that nature. And it was all related to this when I finally found it. So they put me on one of these things. Now you can see this thing, how you talking about evasive. Look at putting this thing over your mouth and over your face, and this tube hooked to this machine helping you not to snore, but it was uncomfortable as hell. The first couple times, I was like, I wasn't going to snore, but I was strangling myself just sleeping because this machine
rolling over.
You see this shiznick there rolling over, and it was very uncomfortable to do that. But that's one of the things about a CPAP machine. So if you haven't had a person use it, or you haven't used it, or somebody in your family or somebody that you're familiar with uses, that's what that machine is for. And I went and did a sleep study at night.
Absolutely.
And I had to spend the night at this place, and they diagnosed me and said, man, you got sleep apnea like crazy, son.
Lenny.
Yeah, go ahead.
May I ask you, do you remember how much time they said? Because I remember when you first came back, you had told me, I'm not breathing this amount of the time overnight. You had a time where you weren't breathing. They would measure.
They said that
you're not breathing.
they said that they didn't really record. I can't remember the amount of total time that I wasn't breathing, but they said that during the course of the night, I had over 30 to 40 interruptions where I wasn't breathing. Now, those could have been from multiple of anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds to 40 seconds, they said, during the sleep study. And they say your sleep apnea is off the chart, and you got to get this machine because you're in danger. At the time, I was like pushing close to 300 pounds too, though. So,
but Lenny, let me you just woke up something of mine. Let me throw this in there real quick. I know we pressed for time. You just brought up the heart issues related to snoring. In 2009, I was in a hospital, Dr. Phillips in Orlando, Florida, for my heart issues. I was in the hospital almost 2 weeks. Like the third or fourth day they were there, they came to me and said, "Did you know that you snored the way you snore?" Because I guess they had me on a heart monitor, and they recognized they actually brought a CPAP machine in for me to use. Just like you said, it was bulky. Like it was the older ones. It was bulky, and I'm like, I was sleeping. But what you just said is exactly the same thing I went through.
Yeah, they have the new ones out, and I think Melody Butler said that too. And look, this issue is not unique to men either. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just unique to people.
Yeah.
It's really something that not FUPA.
This is kind of the newer one that they have out, and they have something that's invasive too that you can actually put in your body to stop that from happening as well.
That's the newest innovation, right?
Yeah, that's the newest one. And when I used to travel, I used to have to take this big ass bag around me with this machine in it. You know what I mean? It was crazy as hell. But
you had to clean it.
Yeah, you had to clean it because it would get the filter in it would get dirty. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, and thank God they got the new ones out for it. But and I lost weight. Started in Legends of the Past. I said sleep apnea is what took Reggie White's life. Absolutely.
Yes.
Bro. And I know James Brown, that the announcer that used to be on NFL program. I think he's still on one of the channels. He went through this, and he urged black men particularly to really look into this as something that you know what I mean, that to watch out for. So anyway, very serious situation, y'all. If you have somebody in your family that's going through this, the reason why Q brought this up tonight is because it's a serious situation out there, and we get taken out by so many different things. I mean, just in general, just because of lack of knowledge, they perish because they know not. I fucked that up, but you know what I'm.
But before we end this segment, let me just throw this disclaimer out here real quick, guys. We are not physicians. We are not doctors. We are not offering any medical advice. Anything you hear on here are just merely suggesting things that work for us. Before anything, any physical exercise or before trying any of these things that we suggested for sleep apnea, check with your physician first. We are not doctors.
Thank you, Kenny. Keep us legal, brother.
Thank you.
No doubt. But look, we did.
Appreciate you keeping it $1 for us, Kenny.
We did want to, Cheryl. You're so welcome. I mean, check on your partners, check on your family.
Honey, we didn't even one aspect of this we didn't even touch on. I do want to just throw this out there before we leave.
Go right ahead, brother.
We didn't talk about how snoring can affect relationships.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of couples. The snoring situation is so bad that they have decided they have to sleep in separate bedrooms, separate rooms. And it can affect intimacy. It doesn't have to, but it can. And it might be a situation where, hey, we just can't sleep in the same room anymore.
Yeah, that could be the beginning of the end.
So snoring is really something that we have to take a serious look at, and that's why we took a look at it tonight.
That's right.
Yep. Armand talked about the CPAP machine too. It was crucial. He chased many people out of a lot of his little cuties out of the bedroom. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's something that it's not talked about as much, but like Armand said, it took Reggie White out, took a lot of people. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't take you out, it's not the snoring. You might not die because of the lack of air, but it could cause brain damage. Or it could cause your heart vessels really to malfunction, and eventually you can get taken out through some type of heart-related situation. You know what I'm saying, Q?
It can lead to heart disease, brother. It has lots of effects.
Yeah,
already talked about some of those earlier. There are lots of effects in snow.
So, you know, Q, you're right. And I guess the question is, if you dealt with that as much. I mean, my wife kicked me out, threw me in the bedroom, another bedroom several times because of this. Or she bounced. She bounced. You know what I mean? And I woke up and said, shit, well, I'm in this bitch by myself. Where am I at? I'm in this piece. You know what I mean? And,
back when I was 400 pounds, that happened to me too, so you weren't the only one.
Oh, yeah, you woke up and said, damn, where, shit, what's going on? Reach out, you want to reach out in the middle of the night, wasn't no more there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, we want a better quality of life for all of us. And if you notice some people in your family or friends, you know, tap them on the shoulder, let them know what you've learned, and ask them to kind of move on getting some help for it.
No doubt, no doubt.
Absolutely. And that's the critical part of it right there. You just
it is.
Do something right. Actually, try and get some help for it.
See something, say something.
Yeah. Look, before we leave, family, we want to let you know that it's 28 days until Election Day.
Yes, sir.
So remember that. I mean, we're coming down the line. I think next week you got a bomb bear to set up for elections. Or one of these weeks coming up, we got
next week.
They're part of those series that we had on elections in the whole cycle, because it's coming down the pike now. We'll have some guests on related to that. And then also, could you guys believe it that it's 51 days, I think,
51 days
to Thanksgiving and 78 days to Christmas. Can y'all believe the year?
Yes, I
shot
can.
by like that?
It's blowing by.
Yeah. And just look, we love y'all. Lost some friends. Kenny talk about, and I don't know if we, if the family has even said so out there on public yet, so I'm gonna reserve it.
Yeah, it is. It's out there publicly. We lost.
You want to give the condolences then, man?
Please. Yeah, to a good friend of mine way back in the day. The last time I talked to him I was in Maryland in 2019 before I came up here. We had like an hour-long conversation. Good friend of mine, A.G. Bowman Court for Life, Tim Allen, passed away this morning due to some complications. Man, it blew me away when I heard it. Blew me away. So shout out to him, Gary, Denise, and the rest of the family. We offer our condolences.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Listen,
also Rita Coates.
Yep.
She passed away. So shout out to Slick, Renee, and all them. Rick. Love y'all, man. Man.
Our condolences.
Yeah.
Also our condolences to all of y'all.
Listen, before we leave out here tonight, we want to just keep in prayer those in the Tampa area, in the Florida area, Central Florida area.
Yes,
that on the storm, man. We pray for those folks, man, because this is going to be one of those ones that is really, really going to be life.
Yes.
In nature.
Prayers, man. Prayers for everyone. My kids, mama, y'all stay safe. Y'all know what to do.
Stay safe.
Prayers.
And to let everybody know that next week we're going to come back with a Power Pack show. I want you guys. We're so glad to be back on air. But next week we're going to delve into the area we have to delve into, and this is the political realm. And we're going to cover some stuff that may be a little bit controversial, but we're going to cover it because that's what we do.
That's right. Peace and love, y'all.
All right, look, man, love everybody. Thanks for tuning back in and making us feel welcome, man. We love y'all so much.
Yes.
Love y'all.
It's the reason why we do the show. Vanessa, shout outs to you. Ren, thank you as well, baby.
Ren, how you doing, Ren?
What's up, Ren?
I want to give a shout out to Kim Marie Knight, too. She's going to be celebrating her birthday in a couple of days.
Happy
is that
right?
Baby mama.
Return.
Baby girl mama. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Margaret, as well. I mean, you're just such a beautiful soul.
Thank you.
Just for being who you are. And thank y'all. Good night to everybody. We'll see
night.
y'all next week. Oh, tune in tomorrow night. Armand has Brother Leslie Stanton on.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a good one.
Check him out.
A great man politics. Great man. So.
Yes, indeed.
Peace and love, y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Thank you, Cheryl. And we'll see y'all next week, all right? Peace and love.
Yes,
See you soon.
All right.